Yeah, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the free workshop on Primavera Cost Map. Primavera. The topic is cost management using Primavera P6. And along with me, I have Pandian, who is the business head in the panel, and Anant Nag, who is a functional consultant in the panel. Right? Okay. Before we begin, go through this. The line will be muted so that we reduce the background noise. And in case you have any questions, use the question box to raise your hand. And a link of the recorded session will be emailed to all the participants. You will also get a participation certificate which will be emailed to you. Right? Okay. Giving a brief background about our company, Mage Graphics Software Free Zone Company, founded in 1996, head office in Dubai. We have group companies and we are located, the main office is located in UAE, Dubai. We have an office in Abu Dhabi. Then we have in India, almost all the metros we have an office. We also have an office in Canada. We are planning to open one more in Saudi.
Srinivasan, I would like to present this slide. Hi, this is Pandian. Just to give an idea on that, we are a 24 years old company started in Dubai, as he pointed out, and in India for almost about 15 years now. So we provide the total end-to-end solution, starting from the tendering till the handing over. Okay, so right from the initial, if you want to do a bid evaluation, cost estimations for your projects, then we do have a product called CostOS. Based on that, we provide you the solutions for doing your cost estimation for your projects. Okay, complete project estimation, which we can do it. And we do have a product for capital planning and portfolio management. So typically the Oracle have a couple of products on the cloud. It's Primavera Cloud that helps you to do the capital planning and portfolio management, and then Unifair also you can push and use it when it comes to the on-premises side of this. Okay, so the complete portfolio management, where to invest, which project to take it initial stage, the complete planning will be done by using this Oracle Primavera Cloud and Primavera Unifair. The typical regularly wide used product is obviously the Oracle Primavera. That's for the project management side. So in project management side, again now on premises, when we use this Primavera, then for cloud, Oracle Primavera Cloud is also available for the same. So that's based on your resource, time and schedule. And then when it comes to the cost, then obviously enterprise project cost control, which is performed by using Primavera Unifair as well as the cloud. Both options are available for us. Okay. And then so this is on the project management side. Apart from that, engineering analysis, we do have a tie-up with a few more companies worldwide. So Hexagon is a product which helps you to do the pipe stress analysis by using Caesar, pressure vessel, structural, any of this kind of analysis or 3D modeling, which you can do by using Hexagon. AFT is for the flow analysis. So and either it's a gas or liquid, any flow analysis you can perform. And Autodesk for the BIM. So anything on the BIM side, we will be in a position to use it Autodesk for the same. We do have a field management now. Apart from Primavera Cloud, the Acronix field is also available for the field management. Acronix field is also available right now. And either it's handing over or the complete project document management. So we will be in a position to use Oracle Primavera Cloud as well as the Unifair, of course. So Unifair in a position to have the capability for you to do the planning, cost control, as well as the project management for the handing over, and all this part it will be used. Similarly, on the cloud wise, it's going to be Primavera Cloud will be used. Okay. So in that way, if you see that as a project, either you are a main contractor, subcontractor, owner, if you wants to handle your project from the tendering till the handing over, we will be in a position to help you with the various solutions what we have. Okay. So anything in detail, you can visit our websites to get the more information on the same. Srinivasan is passed back to you, of course. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So before we go into our today's topic, we'll have an overview about Primavera P6 EPPM. This is a web-based.
Yeah, sorry about the disturbance. So before I just missed one thing. It's my mistake. Sorry. I would like to roll out a poll right now because I just getting into the topic to discuss on the topic. I just want to understand the audience right now whom we have. You know what type of audience you have. Just to have a couple of polls. So probably I'll just try to. Srinivasan, can you select the poll number 1 and launch it so that because your screen is visible to the audience so that they can see it, of course. Can you launch the poll number 1, which is how to perform the cost management? How do you perform the cost management? So there are the options available for you, so you can select it. So probably you might be using any tool right now, or you may not using any tool right now. So what it may be, just let us know so that we can share. It's about like 30 seconds. We don't spend much time. It's 30 seconds is a time has been provided. So accordingly, you can question there. Okay, we got about like 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Srinivasan, you can close down the session, the poll. You can just show the poll so that people may in a position to know. Just share it so that the people knows that what is the percentage of the thing. So people say about like 80% they are using, and then I think there are 10% people are using it Primavera side, of course. So probably I believe the people who use Excel sheet, this might be a little bit value added session for them. So when they have Primavera, they can position to use this one. There is one more poll. After that, we will get into the session. Srinivasan, can you just go to the next poll session, please? So the next poll is, does your company have the project control division or no? Right, we have another 10 seconds to go. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Srinivasan, you can close down the session and you can just publish the right. So most of the people says yes, they have all the same. All right, good. Thanks for the information. Now, Srinivasan, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, before we get into the topic, we'll just have a brief overview about what P6 EPPM is all about. So EPPM, P6 EPPM is a web-based project, portfolio and program management solution, using which you can manage your time, resource, cost, issues, and a bit on risk management, right? It also has modules by which people can access it in their mobile. There is a mobile app also available within Primavera where you can publish the activities and people can update the progress from there. This basically helps in uniting the project team and the stakeholders through collaboration and different feedback methods. And it will help you in reducing the risk of cost and schedule overruns, optimized management of all resources for maximum return on investment, flexible user interface, and you also have resource management and optimization views. Okay, coming to the topic. So we have something called
Srinivasan, we are not able to hear you. Dear participants, just wait for 2 minutes. He is just reconnecting. There is a small, ring break. So Srinivasan is reconnecting right now. 2 minutes, he will join back, and we can push to start the section. So as of right now, he is just reconnecting.
Resource rates, and you also have an option called effective date. Then you have something called auto compute actuals, and there is another option for attaching the spending in a project to cost account codes. So these things are available for your direct cost, which is through your resources. Coming to the indirect cost, which is your expenses, one-time expenses like site visit, documentation, or consultancy charges. So these things can be handled using your expenses. And in that, you have an option for accrual type, whether you want to accumulate the expenses at the start of the activity or at the end of the activity or uniformly over the activity. Those things can be managed using the accrual type. Here also you have auto compute actuals and cost account codes, using which you can track the spending in the project. Okay, this is an area where you have the resources defined. It can be labor, non-labor, material, any kind of resource. And for all the resources, you have something in Primavera, you have a tab called units and prices, where you can define the rates, right? You can see that here. Internal rate, external rate, standard rate, price per unit. 5 rate types are available to you, and there is an effective date also, right? While defining the resources, you go to the settings tab where you have the auto compute actuals. Once you mark those auto compute actuals, what happens is, based on the duration what has progressed, your resource units will also be calculated based on that. You don't need to go and enter any value into that, and the system automatically calculates the actuals for that resource once you have selected this auto compute actuals. Coming to the cost account code, in an activity level, at an activity level, you have the resource assignments happening, and at each and every resource assignment level, you have the cost account code, and once you assign a cost account code to that spending, that will be accumulated in that. At the end of the project or whenever you want to have a report, you can take a report on cost account codes. How this will help you is you will be able to see against each and every cost head how much you have spent, right? So that kind of an option is available in Primavera when you use cost account codes. Coming to the indirect cost or the expenses, at the activity level you have the expenses, and each and every expense item you can select it and you can plan it. What is the price per unit, actual units, accrual type, all those things you will be able to define it when you define an expense item, right? Accrual type, this will be really useful when you want to define the expense item according to your requirement. Let's say there is a task. At the end of that task completion, you pay the consultant his fees. Then that expense can be tracked as the end of activity, right? Or in case there is an activity where you pay in advance, then take the service, then you can mark it as start of the activity. Or if the payment is going to be uniform over the activity, then you can use uniform over the activity, that option. So these options will help you in doing your cost management, both direct and indirect cost, effectively. Coming to the cost analysis part, you can do it at two levels. One is at the resource level, how the resources are budgeted, costed, everything can be analyzed. When you go into the resource analysis area, you can have the display cost option, wherein you will be able to see what is the cost which is spent on each and every resource or all the resources. That way you will be able to see in one single screen, right? At the activity level, you have an option called team usage, using which you will be able to see once again the cost at each and every activity level, resource level. You will be able to see that, right? So this is another option available. And let's say I want to do rate analysis. How do I do that? Hello?
Srinivasan, we are able to hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, when you want to do rate analysis, what you do is you create a reflection project, and in that reflection project, you apply the different rate types available, and you can compare the different projects. So you can do the rate analysis also using Primavera. And people who are familiar using client, optional client, which is available there in EPPN, there you can do your cost analysis at the activity level or for all the activities, that is for the entire project. How do you do the cost analysis? You can have the total cost, and you can also have the earned value curves. that can also be made to display using this cost analysis option, right? So in optional client, you have something called activity usage profile, where you can display the cost, and you can also have the earned value curves projected against that, right? Okay, coming to the slide where we are, what are the services which we offer? Image Graphics as a company, we have Oracle certified professionals who can provide you implementation services, integration services, managed services, professional services, and the training services. This is about our short-term courses which we offer, and specifically weekend batches, right? Okay, now I'll take you through the live environment application, the Primavera P6 EPPM application. I'll show you that now. So this is the Primavera EPPM application. What you are seeing is the dashboard, right? In the dashboard, go to resources. If you see here, under every resource, I have the units and prices, where I define what is the rate for each and every resource. Let's say 120. I'm just keying in some value. May or may not be correct, so don't worry about that. And this effective date, how do I use this effective date in my project, right? Let's say there is a resource where the rates are fluctuating. For example, the sand. Today it is, for 1 unit of sand, it is, let's say, 15,000 rupees, right? The after 1 month it may go to 18,000 rupees. So what I can do is I can add one more effective date. From this date onwards, the rate will be different, right? So what happens is, when I have such an option, whenever the dates are changing, it calculates based on the old rate till 12th May. From 1st January 2015, I can change these dates, right? This is the rate applicable. So this setting will help me in doing my cost calculations very effectively, right? So this is at the resource level, and when I go to the analysis, let me take a resource. For that resource, where all he has been working, based on that, the cost and other things will be calculated and will be shown here, right? You can see that, okay? Now this is at the resource level. I can also go into a project level. Activities. Let's say I'll take this activity. In the assignments, you can see here this plumber, whatever money I'm going to spend on that plumber, that will be accounted under this cost account code. Right? Same way, I also have expenses. Let's say I'll add an expense item now. Okay. Planned unit 4, price per unit 1500. And if I mark this auto compute actuals, what happens is, as and when I update the progress for this activity, the expense item will also be calculated based on that. Okay. And the auto compute actuals at the resource level, while defining itself in the settings, you have that. You have few options available here. If you see here, calculate cost from units and auto compute actuals. These two things have to be selected so that whatever resources you define, based on that, the rates and the price per unit, accordingly the cost will be calculated, right, at the activity level. Okay. So these are the areas, and the expenses part we have seen, resource also we have seen, right? Okay. At the project preference level, let me show you that also. Not here, projects. Let's take an example project here. You can see here, right? So basically in this, which rate type to be applied, right? That you can change it here. And once you change it here, you can go for a recalculate assignment cost, which is available here. Sorry, not here. Once you open a project, you'll be having it there. Recalculate assignment cost. So when you change the rate type there, accordingly the calculations can be changed or recalculated based on when you use this option, right? Okay. Now let's take the questions now. So we have few questions coming up. You can type it in the questions part so that we can take the questions.
Thanks, Srinivasan, for the today's session on the cost topic. Just to give an idea on the cost area on Primavera P6 EPPM has various parts, of course. Like for example, if you see that in today topics, what we cover is it's a sneak preview on the same. But apart from that, you will be in a position to have a options to learn more like S-curve, top-down budgeting, cost loading, and the resource rate which has been shown right now. So there are a few parts which you have discussed today with our workshop on the short note, but there are so many other parts on the cost side which is still available on the same, of course. Like if you see that we have the short training program, so it's about like 2.5-hour sessions on the theory and 1 hour the practical section. You will get access to Primavera, where you can position to do a sample exercise and you can perform the cost, how you can position, and you can get exposure on the same. And of course, you'll get a certificate also for that. Coming Friday, there is one session is available. That's a paid training course. If you are interested, anybody, you can position to join the same. Okay, let's go and take the question session right now. Okay, so I do Excel for cost control, but Primavera on planning and scheduling. I hope you could have got some idea of the options available in Primavera for the cost side. So hopefully you can start using Primavera for cost control, also for doing the cost part, also cost management, also in instead of Excel sheet right now. Not able to hear. Not able to hear. If the payment terms is both advance at start and finish at last, so which actual type will we select? Srinivasan, that's a question for you. If the payment terms both advance at start and finish at last, so what is the actual type we will select?
We can't have two accrual types. So it can be either at the start of the activity or end of the activity. Somewhere you will have to mark that.
Okay. Just to add some additional point, EPPM is just only the entry level on the cost management. Okay, Primavera do have one more model called Primavera Unifier. It does a complete, cost control. Okay, so this is only a cost management, that is a cost control. With the cash flow, everything will be there, because typically if you have said that the payment is advance or the payment is 30 days credit, what are the things if you want to cross check? One is the cost, another is the cash. If you want to manage both cost and cash management, then it should need to be done by using Primavera Unifier. EPPM, it takes one area and you can position to do it with respect to the same. So we don't get into the cash management, I believe, in EPPM. EPPM is mostly the cost management. Okay. So if the payment term both advance at start, so I think that's the same questions has been repeated. How do we manage resource shift? There is another question called how do we manage the resource shift? Can you answer for this, please?
Yeah, basically there is a shift calendar option available which can be used for managing the shifts.
Okay, so shift calendar you have to put it. Okay, what are the types of rate? What are the types of rate you speak about?
Okay, rate types. There are 5 rate types. You can define it based on your requirement. That is the nomenclature of that rate type can be defined as per your requirement, like internal rate, external rate, contractor A rate, contractor B rate. That kind of name you can give it, and you can use it in your resource rates.
Okay. Can we do this cost management in PPM, the basic one also, or it is EPPM is required for this?
You can do it in both PPM and EPPM.
Just to add additional point on top of that, see, when you do it in PPM is kind of a standalone, then the resource management normally, if you have a full information, then it will be okay. because typically the EPPM portion have enterprise-wise resource planning and management. When it has the enterprise-wise resource planning and management, then assigning a cost also is going to be much easier. PPM you can do to some extent, it's very basic side, but EPPM will be having a more added value. That's what I believe, of course. Where to add cost account ID?
Okay, cost account IDs at the resource level, at the expenses level, you can include that column and you can do it. And in case you want to know where to create the cost account IDs, go to administration. Enterprise data. You can see here the cost account code. One moment.
Resource codes.
Not that. Cost accounts. This is an area. Under activities, you have the cost accounts. You can have the cost account codes created here and you can use it. We can give a description for each and every cost account code.
Okay, the next question is, thank you, Srinivasan. The next question is, you talked about cost underrun. What about cost overrun?
Whatever it be, whether it is cost underrun or overrun, you can analyze using EPPM or PPM. Both you have an option for analyzing that.
It's basically, as rightly Srinivasan said, it's only analyzing, it's nothing to control. Whatever it's happened is happened, but you are trying to analyze how it has happened, that's all, of course. And you have to implement by your own manual method next time. When you want to do a proper control, then obviously the unifier can be used. This is a cost management to cross check what happened exactly. Either it's overrun or underrun, correct. Do we have an option to create overall cost sheet? Any option is available to create overall cost sheet?
In Primavera P6 EPPM, you don't have an option for doing your cost sheet.
Okay, all right. So overall cost sheet option is not
There is
available.
an Excel sheet view which can be used. That can be used in P6, whether you are in EPPM or PPM. You have a cost Excel sheet view that can be created, but not as a cost sheet.
Okay, maybe I'll try to there are few people who are hands raised, so we will just take few questions from the hands raised area, then we'll come back to this question part. So I'll Santosh Patil, I'll just open up your mic. Can you just ask your question? Santosh Patil, are you available? Sorry, I could not able to hear you clearly. So I'm just going to the next participant. Sorry for that.
Okay, I think Santosh Patil has raised a question here. How many projects we can add in this EPPM? Both in EPPM and PPM, you don't have any limitation on the number of projects.
Okay, I'll go to the next participants. Madhusudan Rao. Hi sir.
Yes, all good. Actually, what nowadays we are working on a projects wherein resources are on effort basis. However, we have the project BOQ items wherein the cost on the BOQ items or on the milestones we enter into the schedule. So can we have a track on that? How much is spent and how much is available?
I think I can answer. These things can be done perfectly by using Unifier. Unifier is the right product to do this. Maybe any workaround or a limited functions is available in EPPM on this, Srinivasan, or no?
For comparing budgeted and actuals, you have the activity usage profile view, which is available there in the optional client. You can have a comparison between budgeted and actuals.
But end of the day, with respect to BOQ, it's not possible in EPPM, to be frank, because EPPM, it's mainly based on the activities, resources level we are auditing. But if you want to cross check against the BOQ or the scope, then obviously it is a Unifair is the best choice. EPPM does not do based on BOQ. Okay, thank you, sir. Thanks for your question.
Thanks, sir.
Tanya Keen, hi, how are you? You are one of the regular participants in our webinar. Thanks for coming again. Yes, what's your question?
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session. I just want to ask that can we manage the manpower using this cost management? Like we have a site, we have like a 2-3 towers. So every time we can't know how much manpower is available in each tower. So can we update this in this cost account or cost management?
Srinivasan?
Sorry, come again?
Actually, can we manage this manpower using this this cost management Primavera?
Yeah, you can actually track your spending on each and every resource.
Okay.
Manpower spending in terms of units as well as in terms of cost can be managed using Primavera P6 EPPM as well as PPM.
And can we track the daily schedule also? Like how many is availability of manpower is there using this application?
Actually, in EPPM, if you started using the progress reporter, because progress reporter have a timesheet. When the timesheet, each and every resource started using the timesheet and they started putting their timesheet by using that, then it's pretty easy to track for any project management. As a project management for this project, I have 10 resources. So each resources need to have a timesheet model. If they have a timesheet model, then obviously they can push to go and enter their information. Because I have 10 resources, the first 4 hours I worked in project A, another 4 hours I worked in project B. Like that, I can just go and punch in my time. So that is available in Primavera P6 EPPM progress reporter. It's not available in PPM. It's available in Primavera P6 EPPM. So each resources has to put their time on a timesheet so that it is easy to track on what projects at what area or what specific point which they spend their time, that can be monitored and tracked. Yes, it's possible.
And
but
with that this timesheet we can also use cost also, no? Or can only track.
Exactly, project wise. For example, resource A spend first 4 hours in project A and second 4 hours in project B. So he's just keep on putting this data. End of the month, the project A manager can go and check all these resources, how much time they spend on that cost. The cost for the project, he can calculate, he can derive it. Yes, it's very much possible.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for this question. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I could see there is a lot of questions today. I'm really worried we will be in a position to take all the questions as the question list going very big, of course. But we are trying to answer few more right now. We will spend some more time to answer few more right now, but hopefully later stage, if it is possible, we'll try to address it separately. Or please be sent to us emails where we can in a position to discuss this in. I just would like to take one more question. That is Mr. Ashwin Rajesh. Is this software, can API application program interface can control by any other software? Just to answer to Ashwin's question, yes, Primavera P6 EPPM can be interfaced with any other tool, either it's a document management or a ERP system or as a project control system, any of the systems that can be integrated by using API. Apart from that, there are few more options also available. Through API also we can position to do it. Plus there are some middleware is also available. Primavera also have their own gateway connectors to connect to other things. So this is something is very much possible. Yes, it's possible. Okay. There are a few questions. I'll take one more. I'll open up one more audio for the questions. Okay, so can I, Mr. Sujay Chatterjee, I've opened your mouth. You can unmute yourself and so that you can see it, of course. Can you unmute now? Sujay, are you able to do it? Okay, I'm just moving to that another participant. Mr. Rajesh, are you able to hear us? You can speak it now. I unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Hi,
I
sir.
unmuted. Hi.
So I have a question regarding this resource unit, the standard rate, which sir spoke about a little while ago. So I have a question that once we enter the standard rate and in the unit and prices, we can enter the price per unit also with the standard rate. And once we analyze the cost, so Primavera will choose the standard rate or the unit per price.
See, what Primavera does is you have a project preferences wherein you set the rates, which rate to be
Yes, sir.
utilized, right?
Yes, sir.
The price per unit is defined for
Mhm.
each and every rate,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you select the price per unit based on the project preference, and once you
Yes, sir.
assign that resource in an activity, the units
Mhm.
into price per unit will calculate and give you the total cost.
Sir, this problem I faced yesterday only. I had a resource in which the standard rate I just put 100. Okay. I was just
Yeah.
practicing this, and besides that, I also inserted this unit per price as suppose 50. And then when I assigned that resource to an activity, and then I analyzed it, I scheduled the project. So Primavera was calculating the budgeted cost based on the standard rate, not on the unit per price. Might be at the project level, I have not selected unit per price. Is it that reason, sir?
See here, this is the preferences for a project. You can see
Okay,
here
so
standard rate, internal rate,
yes,
external
sir.
rate, price per unit, 4 and 5. Actually, these things
Okay.
can be customized. Okay.
So I have a base. Sorry to interrupt you, sir. I have one small question. This is at the project level, which will be applicable to all the activities in that project, right, sir?
This is at the project level and it is
Yes, sir.
applicable to all the activities within the project.
Yes, sir. And but sir, if in case I want to differentiate in the activities that some activities as per the standard rate and some activities as per the price per unit of that particular resource, which is assigned to that particular activity, is that possible?
No, it's not possible. You can't have different rates for different things. That is, you
Okay.
can't mix and match it.
Right. Thanks, Raj. Thanks, Rajesh. No, for that, I just take Sujay. Sujay is come online. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Sujay,
Uh,
your question is going to be our final for us to wind it up. So please go ahead and ask
yeah.
your question.
Yes, sir. I'm from Development Consultants Private Limited. My question is that, sir, you told me about cost overrun. Sir, cost overrun and cost underrun both can be done by using of Primavera. And number two, sir, if cost monitoring, because I have to do lots of cost monitoring projects nowadays, I use Excel, so that can be done also beside cost control.
Cost overrun and underrun can be
Yeah, yeah.
managed very well using Primavera.
Okay, okay.
And cost control,
Yeah.
you can't do
For
that
this
here.
Cost monitoring, yeah, because you have to prepare some project reports,
You can do
progress
the
reports.
cost
So
monitoring here, but
yeah, yeah.
control cost, that is not possible here. For that, you need to
Okay,
use Unifier,
okay,
another
okay,
module from Primavera.
Yeah,
okay, okay,
the CPPM has some functions on cost management where you will be entering
okay,
manually so that it can question to give you some data and ideas, analysis reports, something based on the
okay.
same.
Because you have
It
to
does
prepare
not do
lots.
will not control
Okay,
it because there is no
okay,
workflow available here to control it, of course,
okay, okay. Thank you,
But
sir.
you can question to using Primavera Unifier. Okay.
Okay, okay, I understand, sir. And another thing, sir, you told me how to use Primavera and mobile application also. Is that available? at present in mobile application, remote mobile application? It is possible.
Primavera EPPM have a mobile application, so that is called the
Okay,
team
sir.
member. Okay, maybe we'll try to take a separate session on the same. We can push to the progress update. We can get the progress update by using team member. That comes along with EPPM. Plus, you can buy it separately.
Okay, so if I want to use that, what is the process? So I have to contact with you to get this software in my mobile. What is the process of this getting the application software?
That's right. Please send us an email. We will push and help you on the same.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, team. I could see there is a lot of questions, interactions with us. Let me take one final question from the question area, and I'll wind it up finally. If Excel is handy, then why one should use EPPM? No, this goes into most like technically, we will be in a position to provide many informations. The reason for the same reuse of data. When Srinivasan, you would like to address this question?
Okay, basically, if you ask me, what is the difference, or let's say the Excel sheet, right?
Right.
So let me one moment. If Excel is handy, then why one should go for EPPM? Okay, Excel is file based, whereas EPPM is a database application. Okay, the basic difference is Excel, you can have different versions of the Excel working, but in EPPM it is always a single version of the truth. That is the difference between having it in an Excel sheet and EPPM.
First of all, Excel is not handy, to be frank, right? Is it all in your team member, including your management, and then the site people? Everybody has been perfectly clear with what's happening with the Excel sheet. 99% is no, because everyone who has the Excel sheet, they know what they are doing it. Nobody else know it, of course. So there is a common sharing, understanding within the team. If you want to have, then you need to have a proper tool. I'm not saying that it's Primavera, but you need to have a proper tool which can give a clear indications within the team, across the team, with the different disciplines. Excel sheet is not going to work out clearly. So that is the biggest challenge. Everybody's silos of Excel sheet is the biggest challenge on managing cost. Cost overrun is happening. Cost not able to control is just because we're doing with Excel sheet. We are not able to manage it. We will be knowing that information very lately, at the projects, and when we notice there is a problem, you would have already spent some good enough money, and you will be going for a change management. And claims, it's very poor. We don't know what's happening, why we did this, justification, nothing is recorded. Later stage, when you're going back to the a contractor or your owners discussing for the claims, you have no records, nothing, no justifications why this price has gone high, why this cost has gone high. This all is because of Excel sheet, right? Excel sheet is a real problem when you do the cost control or management by using that. That's pretty handy, but it's not useful actually, to be frank. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for joining with us. So we will be next week doing one more session. We'll send the invitations for you all guys on the same. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you. Bye.